Actor Jason David Frank recently passed away in November 2022. For those of you who don't know, he was the original Green Ranger and later became the iconic White Ranger in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We were just a few months away from seeing his comeback in the movie The Legend of White Dragon that's highly inspired by the Power Rangers before his tragic death. So stay tuned as we talk about Jason's final project. First up, Jason David Frank's final project, The Legend of White Dragon. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which ran from 1993 to 1996, was Jason David Frank's shot to fame when he played the popular Tommy Oliver. At the beginning of the show, he was an antagonist, the Green Ranger, and under Rita Repulsa's control, he fought against the other Rangers. But by the end, Oliver was freed from Repulsa, joined the Power Rangers and took over as their leader, and eventually became the White Ranger. No doubt all of the Power Rangers were popular, but Oliver's backstory and character arc were much more interesting and complicated than those of the other Rangers, which made him a fan favorite among the group. Even though only 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were ever produced, Frank has played Oliver several times in his career. Most recently, he worked with Bat in the Sun Productions to reprise the role in 2018 in their short film Power Rangers Legacy Wars: Street Fighter Showdown. The movie has a lot of things that make us feel nostalgic, like a brave Oliver, shiny power coins, and of course, Morphin Time. Over 8 million people have watched the short, which shows that fans will never get tired of the Power Rangers or Jason David Frank. On November 20th, 2022, the news broke that Jason David Frank had passed away at the age of 49, shattering the hearts of all 90s kids. Frank is obviously no longer part of any new Tommy Oliver episodes, but he did work on one last project with Bat in the Sun Productions before he died, The Legend of the White Dragon, the movie heavily inspired by the Power Rangers. Moving on to the uncertainty after Jason's death. After Jason David Frank passed away, the future of the project he was so passionate about, The Legend of the White Dragon, became unclear. Frank was the main character of the movie produced by Bat in the Sun Productions, but other Power Rangers stars also joined him for the adventure. The limited series was paid for by more than $508,000 in pledges from fans on Kickstarter, who wanted to help Frank and the filmmakers bring their ideas to life. Frank was very excited about this project, but it's very unfortunate and saddening that he lost his life. In July 2021, he showed off the first pictures of himself in costume for the show. His outfit is very similar to that of the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. When Frank died, it looked like the project might have to be cancelled, but a new tweet from the official Twitter account for The Legend of the White Dragon shows that even though Frank died, the filmmakers are still working hard on the movie. The tweet included a photo of his chair from the set, which had a copy of the script on it, and the caption made it clear that the team wants to bring Frank's dream to life. We're happy that we'll get to see Eric Reed on the big screen, the character Frank was so passionate about. Decades ago, Tommy Oliver won the hearts of kids everywhere when he overcame a rough past and became a hero, and we'd love to see Frank do the same thing one last time. But till then, here's everything we know about The Legend of White Dragon so far. Starting off with the release date. After waiting for years, fans of The Legend of the White Dragon, which stars the iconic Jason David Frank, can't wait to see the whole movie. Since it started its crowdfunding campaign, the movie has been on an exciting journey, and it looks like we may have to wait longer than we would have thought. The Bat in the Sun and the official website for the movie The Legend of the White Dragon don't have a date for when it will come out yet. Also, neither the IMDb page nor the Kickstarter page says anything about when the movie will come out. And before Frank passed away, there wasn't a lot of information about when the movie would come out. According to the comments on the Kickstarter page, the terrible loss will affect how the movie is seen, but the reports say that it will come out sometime in 2023. The movie's Instagram account, @LOTWhiteDragon, wrote a post about how excited they were for the movie to come out in 2023. So besides a tease about 2023, there hasn't been an official release date for the film announced. Fans will have to wait to see one of Jason David Frank's last passion projects, depending on how things go. Bat in the Sun's new Batman fan film, Batman Dying is Easy, came out recently, so it's possible that the independent film company will go back to promoting The Legend of the White Dragon. Next up is the plot. In July 2019, Bat in the Sun Productions started a crowdfunding campaign for the movie The Legend of the White Dragon. It seems like The Legend of the White Dragon is a place where fans of fantasy, science fiction, and dystopian action thrillers can all find something they like. The plot, according to the movie's website, is about a defeated warrior who goes home after a battle. Jason David Frank plays a hero named Eric Reed, who was also known as the White Dragon before his power source was destroyed in battle. Even though he's shunned by the people because he wasn't strong enough to protect and can't use the full extent of his powers, Reed is still determined to stop the evil that is destroying his home. But it will take a lot more than that for him to get his powers back and clear his name. Even though the plot is darker than Frank's other work, Eric Reed's backstory is similar to Tommy Oliver's in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. People will remember that after Rita Repulsa's mind control was broken, the Green Ranger became the White Ranger and the leader of the Power Rangers. That sounds a lot like he was trying to clear his name back then as well. We hope that Frank's part in the upcoming movie has given him a chance to show off his martial arts skills. Even though the story takes place in a different world, the lesson is based on real life. That leads us to the grounded narrative at the heart of this movie. The plot of The Legend of the White Dragon was made in the same way that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers used fantastic stories to make the morals of the show hit home. Jason David Frank revealed that his character's emotional journey was based on feelings like loneliness and regret. Reed is a character with amazing abilities, but he still has problems like everyone else. During an interview with Comic Book, Frank said that a lot of teens and kids deal with depression, especially during this quarantine stuff, and no one really thinks about how it could cause depression. Frank claimed that he thinks the characters can relate to real life more, in the sense that we all have problems that we have to deal with. He further added that we all have things we wish we hadn't done. Even if you don't believe it, everyone has a little bit of a complicated life that maybe only they can understand. Frank also stated that we'll see all of this in Eric Reed. Explaining his character, Frank said that Eric Reed is a little bit darker. He's got tattoos and isn't afraid to show off his art. Eric's pain, his desire to be with his family again, his confusion about life, and the complexity of what Eric Reed stands for were all clear in his eyes. It's great to see Frank take on this role. Even though the film doesn't have a release date yet, the fact that it was crowdfunded shows that its creators are committed to making it the way they want. Coming up next, the cast. Even though the Kickstarter page wouldn't admit it, the Power Rangers have influenced this project, and the header image of a hero in familiar metal armor gives it away. But if you missed that, the people who were chosen to play the roles are another big clue. According to Comic Book Resources, the cast includes former Power Rangers Jason Font from the Power Rangers Time Force and Sierra Hanna from the Power Rangers Mega Force, in addition to Jason David Frank. The idea for The Legend of the White Dragon may have come from Power Rangers, but the movie's characters are all original. Other cast members include Mei Ling Ng from the Suicide Squad and Mark Dacascos from John Wick 3. Eric Reed, who is played by Frank, is a disgraced hero who goes into exile after the Aftermath, a terrible event that destroys a city. The Guardians of the city were blamed for the disaster, fired, and then hunted. But when something evil threatens to come back to further harm the city, the heroes have to get back together, and Eric has to use the crystal again to call on the power of the White Dragon. In May 2020, $508,618 came from 5,259 fans who got the message and paid for the full-length movie. Finally, who's making the movie? According to the IMDb page of The Legend of the White Dragon, the movie is written by Alex Kellerman and Aaron Schoenke, with Schoenke also directing it. Aaron Schoenke is a fan favorite for everything nerdy, and his style as a director has brought him and his work a lot of fans. He's very versatile in front of and behind the camera because he can direct, act, and do stunts. He owns and runs the production company Bat in the Sun Productions with his father, the production company producing The Legend of the White Dragon. Together with his father, he has made several popular web series, national commercials, and even a full-length movie. Aaron Schoenke's YouTube channel has more than 2.4 million subscribers and 425 million views, so it's safe to say the film is in good hands. That's a wrap for this video. It's heartbreaking to see an iconic actor like Frank pass away. What are your thoughts on his passion project? Are you excited for it? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. More videos